I'm Dalton Barrett with News Radio, WGNS, and here are some of the top stories affecting Rutherford County on your Rutherford Roundup for Friday, February 14th, 2025. Authorities in Nashville have arrested two men in connection with a stolen Dodge Challenger that was stripped for parts in Antioch. Detectives with the Metro Nashville Police Department executed a search warrant earlier this week at an automotive garage on Cane Ridge Road after receiving information linking the location to a Challenger stolen from Murfreesboro on January 29th. Investigators collected evidence from the garage that will likely be used in court. The suspects, identified as 31-year-old Jeremy Smith and 29-year-old Tyler Whitney, were stopped early Tuesday morning on Greer Road while towing a trailer. Under a tarp, officers discovered a stripped-down Dodge Challenger reduced to just a shell. During questioning, Smith initially claimed that he found the vehicle abandoned on the side of the road, but later changed his story multiple times before stating that he picked it up from the Cane Ridge Road property. Both men are charged with vehicle theft and evidence tampering and remain in custody at the downtown Davidson County Detention Center on a $75,000 bond each. The investigation is ongoing. Meanwhile, in Lynchburg, the Jack Daniel's distillery is assessing potential losses after the roof of one of its barrel houses collapsed. The structure was built in the late 1960s and had the capacity to store up to 19,000 barrels of whiskey. While the exact number of lost barrels is unknown, estimates suggest as many as 2,850 could have been damaged. The financial impact could range from $15 million to over $136 million, depending on the whiskey's retail value. Despite the incident, Jack Daniel's operations and distillery tours continue as normal. Company officials haven't commented publicly on the extent of the loss or plans for reconstruction, but cleanup efforts are already underway. A Rutherford County man will spend decades in prison after pleading guilty to the 2022 killing of his neighbor. Jeffrey Hayden Burris of Christiana was sentenced to remain in Tennessee custody until he turned 73. His conviction stems from an incident on July 6, 2022, when Rutherford County Sheriff's deputies responded to a 911 call at a home on Panther Creek Road. Authorities found 58-year-old Clarence Rowden dead at the scene, and investigators later determined that Rowden's wife had made the emergency call after Burris shot her husband multiple times. Burris was arrested on site and charged with first-degree murder. While his trial was initially set for April 2025, he ultimately pleaded guilty, avoiding the trial proceedings. Now 56 years old, Burris is serving his sentence at the Bledsoe County Correctional Complex in Pikeville, Tennessee, a facility that houses both medium and minimum security inmates. His release date is set for 2041, with credit given for the time served since his arrest. In other news, federal agencies have issued multiple recalls affecting more than 150,000 pounds of meat products nationwide. The latest addition to this recall list includes nearly 34,000 pounds of beef tallow produced without federal inspection. The USDA Food Safety and Inspection Services announced that Common Sense Soap, based in North Walpole, New Hampshire, is recalling beef tallow sold under the Lady May Tallow brand. The product, produced between October 2024 and February 2025, lacked the required USDA inspection and was flagged after a local health department report. Consumers who purchase these items are advised to return or discard them due to potential safety concerns. Authorities in Laverne are warning residents about a persistent phone scam involving callers impersonating local law enforcement. The scammers claim that the victim has an outstanding warrant for missing jury duty and demand payment, often in the form of gift cards, to avoid arrest. The Laverne Police Department urges residents to ignore such calls and avoid providing any personal or financial information. Similar scams have been recorded across Rutherford County in recent months, with fraudsters attempting to pursue individuals into making immediate payments. Law enforcement officials emphasize that no government agency will ever request payment over the phone, especially through unconventional means such as gift cards. Anyone receiving a suspicious call should hang up immediately and verify the claim by contacting the appropriate authorities directly. Meanwhile, Tennessee State Representative Charlie Baum is pushing for an expansion of TennCare to provide temporary medical assistance for residents facing financial hardship. House Bill 0018 proposes a short-term benefits program aimed at individuals who do not currently qualify for state-funded medical assistance, with a focus on supporting struggling rural hospitals. The proposed expansion would allow eligible individuals to receive benefits for up to 12 months within a 2-year period, with a total maximum coverage of 60 months. The initiative is designed designed to help those earning up to 138% of the federal poverty level, which includes individuals making up to $20,140 annually, or a family of 4 earning up to $41,520. The program would be funded primarily through federal resources, with the state covering 10% of the cost. If approved, the program could take effect on July 1st, 2026. House Bill 0018 has already passed the TennCare subcommittee and is set to be reviewed by the Insurance Committee in the coming weeks. That's all for now. For updates on these, as well as more top local stories, be sure to check out our website, wgnsradio.com, or follow us on social media at News Radio WGNS on Facebook and X. I'm Dalton Barrett with WGNS Radio, and I'll talk to you later.